What's up guys, Reuniting here, welcome to my live reaction and review to Detective Conan chapter 1041, Brothers Reuniting After 30 Years. So a few hours ago, you guys would have got last week's chapter, which I thought was kind of weird because it came out late and I thought we were going to be on break or something like that. But yeah, it came out really late, so I kind of pushed it back to make it this week. But then this one here came out like about 2 a.m. my time here in Australia. So we're doing it now. So what happened in last week's chapter? I needed that. Basically, we had Heiji and Conan basically in the midst of a detective thing of that was set up by Uka Emoji, where there is a little clause: if Conan / Shinichi is able to solve this, Emoji can make one thing, can make Heiji do one thing. That's the bet, right? And so far they've done everything they can to kind of circumnavigate. And the final one basically came out. They got to this port harbor town by using the code and basically find the four brothers who have reunited, with the eldest one being dead. Heiji and Conan have realized, no, this is actually a murder. My little hint as to from last week is the guy in the Hawaiian shirt. I'm leaning towards him over the other two guys, just because in one scene it looked like when Heiji and Conan said, look, did anyone touch you? Touch him? One guy said, no, I didn't touch this. And the other guy said no, and it looks like the other brother was taking a step away, kind of like, kind of trying to fade away. So I am leaning towards him. Obviously, we'll probably get a lot more clues today. As always, guys, the link to the manga will be in the comment section below if you want to follow along. It's mangarock.com. I will have it linked in the description. But without any further ado, guys, let's get into it. Okay, file 1041, Brothers Reuniting After 30 Years. What the detectives have their eyes on with the eye glasses. Okay, so something to do with the glasses. As you can see, the glasses are broken. I'm wearing mine because I need to see. Judging from the situation, looks like there's no doubt that he fell to his death. Yes, the deceased is 42-year-old Hanma Benzo-san, a buyer at a department store. It seems he fell down from up there. Yes, though we still don't know the cause, whether it be accident or suicide. A corpse at the location indicated by the cipher. Idiot. Look more closely. This was clearly murder. What? See? The metal frame glasses. They've slipped off that man's head. Okay. I don't know how that proves murder though. Even if they were knocked out of position due to the impact of the fall, and it's strange that the right hand lens is cracked, but there are no wounds at all on the right side of his face. Okay, so it could have been something, maybe someone's gone bang and punched him, which caused him to and tumble over the top. That's how it could be murder. That's true. Then that means, for some reason, the culprit intentionally put the glasses that had slipped off after the fall back on the victim's face, right? You're right. That's it, right? That's it, right, Shinichi Ni-chan. Oh, he's on the phone with Kudo-kun. But why were the glasses... So he's like, oh. Okay, he's like, not quite. I'm fucking Shinichi, fucking assholes. I don't know whether it was cause something happened before the glasses had slipped off, or that they were returned because it seemed too cruel to leave them off. One thing that's for sure is the three supposed brothers of the murder victim. These three supposed brothers of the murder victim. There's no doubt the culprit is one of them. Okay? I'm leaning towards the guy with the little kind of pompadour type thing. I'm leaning towards him at the moment. I understand that when Hattori-kun and the others arrive, Those three were already here, but why were you guys here? The ciphers, some emojis come into it. Their mother worked as a housekeeper at a mansion before she passed away. She secreted away the treasure that were bestowed upon her by her master, and to engineer it such that the brothers reached the location together, she crafted a code and distributed one part to each of them. So this place is supposed to be where the treasure was hidden. That's right. But after the four brothers finished exchanging each other's cipher, it seems that suddenly no one was able to get in contact with the eldest brother, Benzo-san. They were worried that he had already solved the cipher and traveled to the treasure's location, only to become embroiled in trouble of some sort. Okay. Our Uka household, with whom the master is connected, was requested to solve the code. And so I asked my high school detective acquaintances, Heiji-kun and Kudo-kun, for help. So, we solved the code, came here, but those three were already here, and the corpse laid there at their feet. All three of them said that they got a message from the deceased eldest brother telling them to come here. So it should be reasonable to assume that the first one who got called here was the one who pushed the eldest brother to his death. Come to think of it, the port officer who guided us here also said something. After a bearded man came here, another man also arrived. Yeah, and after he said, two men arrived, one after the other. So which of you arrived first? So it was this guy here. Look, even if I was the first to arrive here, Big Bro was already like that when I found him, dead as a doornail. So we got Kashiwagi Sugeru, 39, a bank employee. He's the second son. Hey, back me up here. How should I know? The only thing I could say is, when I arrived, this guy was already here, and Bro was already dead. That's all. So there's Kada Katsunobu, 38, a motorcycle store employee, the third son. This is who I think it's the third son. And then since I arrived after these people, I can be cleared, right? It's Jinya Seisuke, 36, part-timer, the fourth son. It's not always like that, you know. If the culprit knew that Benzo-san, the eldest son, had sent messages to his brothers telling them to come here before he got killed, it's possible that culprit hid somewhere, then after someone else had arrived, pretended that they had only just arrived themselves due to the message. Okay, so basically he's not taking them all off the hook. I'm still leaning towards the third son. Oh, I see. Anakin, you're amazing. No, it's like that, right? Shinichi? Kudo, you're a pain in my... And Eiji's like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, shut up. I love it. Eiji's cracking the shits. But for brothers, you're being quite distant to each other. Saying things like, this guy or the like, that's only to be expected. We were put up for adoption 30 years ago. And we've not seen each other since then. It's basically like our first time meeting each other. Okay, so that explains a lot of how they're acting the way. So that explains, because they haven't seen each other in 30 plus years, to be like, oh, this is my brother. Oh, crap. You know, the bond doesn't just instantly happen, you know what I mean? Now that you mention it, you don't look very much alike, do you? Are you three really brothers? Yeah. There could be a stranger among you pretending to be one of the brothers for the sake of the treasure, you know? If you need a photograph as proof, I have it here. Have a look. See? Okay, so they're all pulled out photos. Okay. All of them have the same photo, huh? Plus, it's from when they're still super small. How do we know that you're the one in the photo? You can say that, but there are no other photos. It was 30 years ago after all. Alright. Mr. Detective, is there a burn mark on the corpse's hand. Burn mark? Oh, on the palm of his right hand. There's a burn mark with a strange pattern. So, as we remember in last week's chapter, they all have that same burn mark. If you're real brothers, then you'd have a burn mark just like that. Just like that. Would you be so kind as to show? Oh, okay. So they're all looks like they're all pulling their hands out. Bang, they've all got the burn mark. So it's legit, they're all brothers. Oh, those burn marks. Could it be a Jinsukian pot? Okay. Yeah, before we got adopted, when we were little kids, we were invited to eat Jinsukian, okay, at the mansion where Mum worked as a housekeeper. I still remember the taste of the lamb's meat even to this day. And during the cleaning up after meal, someone freaky toppled over the pot. Okay. It looked like Mum was going to get badly burned, so without thinking, I stuck out my hand. And this what happened. Well, we're lucky it wasn't worse. After all, the pot was quite heavy and long. Yeah, moreover, that day we grilled a ton of meat. Right? I think it's a good thing we were able to catch it since it was so hot. Speaking of Jinkatsu, it seems that there was a paper bag with a Jinkatsu pot inside. Where? Where it is though that the victim was pushed off from. Up there. I wonder if he was thinking to call his brothers together to have Jinsukian. The case is a real enigma. If we at least knew which order they arrived in, it'd be a start. I agree. And how about asking the person who guided us here? Okay, that would make sense. What? The order in which I showed these people the way to warehouse number 4? I remember that the bearded man arrived first, but I'm not sure about the other 3. Is that so? If that's all, may I be permitted to leave? It's going to be pretty busy today, so I've got a lot to sort out. Is there something happening? It's a once a year event. A social media jackpot day. Okay. What's that? I need details. Whisper emoji. Sometimes during something disturbing has come to light. Firstly, a lovely spot that can only be enjoyed once a year. Today at this port. How wonderful. According to the information that I've gathered, it would appear that Hattori-sama has been hoping for a chance to confess at a scenic spot. If Hattori-sama successfully squared a win from Kudo-sama in this deduction contest, I'm afraid that he will get caught up in his victory and confess to Kazuha-sama on the spot while still oblivious of Miss Momochi's charms. Then we'd have to do something about it. Alright, I got some good info. So he's like, I need to make Kudo-kun win at all costs. It's already 5 PM, so why is it so hot? I brought some water along. Want some? Yeah, thanks. If we don't know the order in which the 3 suspects came here, we may as well throw our hands up, huh? Yes, and it's still unclear why the victim suddenly became unreachable. Oh? So it looks like the other guy's like, About that, he messaged us that he'd lost his phone during a work trip abroad, and only managed to find it at the airport when he finally returned. He said he was surprised to find so many messages from us in the message history during the time he'd lost his phone. But I don't know the reason he called us here today. So the 3 of you message Benzo-san quite often. Yeah, not just messages, we also often exchanged gifts. Recently I received a leather wristwatch that he'd been fond of. He said he didn't use it anymore. He gave me a leather jacket, even though it was a vintage one that's quite hard to find. Okay, so it looks like he's given them all very expensive stuff. In return, I sent him chocolates and nuts that he liked when he was a kid. But I was surprised when they got sent back to me. Oh, that happened to me too. He used to like crab, so I sent him some canned crab. But for some reason, it got sent back. Huh? Okay. So why is it getting sent back? What? Just now there was something. What was it? Hey, Kono-kun. You're relaying everything about the case up until now to Kudo-kun, right? Yeah. In that case, Aoyori here would be glad to offer his assistance. How about it? It's alright. That's what Shinichi Nichan said. Momochi looks like she's backing Kudo-kun. Heiji, keep fighting. Alright, after I win against Kudo, on the heels of that, so Heiji's thinking, but he's not actually thinking about the case, he's thinking about something else. This lovely spot. I shall confess to Kazuha. he's gonna confess. This is awesome. What's this? I'm getting nothing but bad feelings here. So Heiji's daydream. Speaking of crabs, Big Brother often sent me crab flavored rice crackers. He said I should try them out. That's it. Wasn't that he came to dislike crab? Huh? Rice crackers? What's wrong, Genta-kun? Is it itchy? Yeah. It suddenly started when I ate these rice crackers. Alright, so as we found out, this is just explaining that Genta is allergic to crab. So it could be that the eldest brother actually became allergic to crab. An allergy. So that's how it is. That's why the culprit couldn't help but do that. Looks like Hattori hasn't figured it out yet. Since Ran is rooting for me, I'll go ahead and solve this case before Hattori does. What will happen? Competition, truth, confession. Next chapter, the resolution. Interesting. So I got a feeling it has something to do with crab, an allergy, which made him... That's what I'm thinking. It has to do something with that. I'm still leaning towards the guy with the Hawaiian shirt, just because I don't know. But interesting. I was trying to go. That's the end. So I was trying to go back to see. So as we can see, Hattori-kun's not even concentrating on the case at the moment. So speaking of crab, Big Brother often sent me crab flavored rice crackers. He said I should try them out. Then it wasn't that he came to dislike crab, huh? I am really thinking that it's potentially the third son. Just because, I don't know, there's just something about him that put me off. So I think it's the third son that is behind it. But anyway, we're going to have to wait till next week. But anyway, look, let's just hang on a second and we're going to jump straight into the review, guys. Alright guys, so chapter 1041, brothers reuniting after 30 years. This is the Detective Conan, obviously. Basically, we've got a few little clues here. Nothing that's very concrete. So, what's come up is crab. As we know, the eldest brother, from what we've been told, was a big fan of crab, and a lot of them did send nuts, chocolate, crab, all that kind of stuff to him, but he got sent back. Why did it get sent back? The simple thing is an allergy. As we know, nuts is a big allergy, and so is shellfish. It could potentially be that the eldest brother was allergic to not one, but both of those. So, the other thing that we've seen is that basically Conan has seemingly already figured it out, while Heiji is kind of in La La Land thinking about how he can confess to Kazuha. And basically, he's got information out of the dock master that's basically there about a spot where he can take Kazuha to confess. But if Heiji doesn't pull his finger out of his ass, Conan's going to win this, and then he's going to have to do what Momoji basically asks of him. So that's going to be the real interesting thing. I'm just going to click to the end here. But yeah, so the chapter has progressed. We found out that the brother sent quite a few things. One, he sent the second brother a leather watch saying he doesn't really wear it anymore. Here, have it. And he also sent the third brother a vintage jean jacket, which is quite expensive and stuff like that. So, but we don't really hear anything about what he sent the youngest brother. But we know that the youngest brother had sent him. We're assuming he sent him stuff as well, but that he had sent him crab because he remembered that he had crab, that he really liked crab, and that the third brother sent him chocolates and that. But they both got sent back. And the thing is, it's got to do something with the allergy. Allergy is a big thing. I think that's going to be the real key here. So and we also did kind of somewhat find the order, even though later on it said we don't know the order. We don't know the order 100%, but the order that we know so far is that the brothers came in age order. So the eldest, then the second, third, and then finally the fourth. Obviously, one of them could have been hiding there, waited. Someone else rocked up, and then they rock up or whatever. So I'm really curious about how this is all going to play out and who actually is behind it. I am still leaning towards the third brother. That's just my gut. But obviously, next week, we will get the resolution to this chapter and we'll find out everything. But anyway, guys, overall, for this chapter, I'm curious about how Heiji is going to do this, because as we know, Heiji wants to confess to Kazuha, but if he loses to this, he then has to do something that Momoji wants him to do, and it's more than going to be likely go to that spot where he wants to confess to Kazuha and she's going to confess to him. So, and that's probably going to ruin things. So Heiji needs to pull his finger out and actually realize what the fuck's going on and solve this case before Conan does. But Conan seemingly already knows who's behind it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. But anyway, guys, overall, for this chapter, I'm going to give it 3 stars. Solid chapter. The art was good. We got good progression. We got a lot of clues there. I will have to go back and really delve into it to really pick out the exact clues and all the little subtleties and that. I haven't done that, but that's something I definitely will do. And I'll bring that up in next week's video. But yeah, that's all for me, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Smash that thumbs up. It'll be greatly appreciated. And of course, hit that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free. And you know we like all that free shit. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys next time with another live reaction and review. Peace.